In today's lesson, we are going to dive into one of the most fundamental verbs in Spanish, ser. Whether you're describing who you are, where you're from, or what time is it, ser will be your go-to verb for talking about permanent traits, identity, or characteristic. So let's get started and learn how to conjugate and use ser in different contexts. Ser. The Spanish verb ser is also equivalent to English to be. In English, there is a single verb that means to be. We say, for example, the dog is here, referring to a location, or the dog is brown, referring to a description. The verb is the same in both cases, but in Spanish there is a difference and you have to choose the correct verb. So let's see the conjugation of ser in present tense. In the table below, you can see the conjugation in singular and plural form. Let's start with the singular ones. Yo soy, I am. Yo soy, tú eres, you are. Informal. Tú eres. Él es, he is. Él es. Ella es, she is. Ella es. Ustedes, you are, mostly used in formal conversation. Ustedes. Alright, let's continue with the plural ones. Nosotros somos, we are, in masculine form, or nosotras somos, we are in feminine form. Vosotros sois, you are, in masculine form, or vosotras sois, you are, in feminine form. Ellos son, they are, in masculine, or ellas son, they are, in feminine. And we have ustedes son, you are, mostly used in formal conversation, ustedes son. Ser is used to express 7 basic concepts: description, profession, point of origin, identification, material possession or ownership, and where an event takes place. Let's start with the description. Let's see some examples. La casa es roja. The house is red. La casa es roja. El libro es azul. The book is blue. El libro es azul. Los carros son viejos. The cars are old. Los carros son viejos. Somos simpáticos. We are nice. Somos simpáticos. ¿Es la flor amarilla? Is the flower yellow? ¿Es la flor amarilla? Alright, let's move on to the profession. Yo soy estudiante. I'm a student. Yo soy estudiante. Él es arquitecto. He's an architect. Él es arquitecto. Ellas son maestras excelentes. They are excellent teachers. They're referring to female teachers. You can see from ellas or the word maestras. Ellas son maestras excelentes. Somos doctores. We are doctors. Somos doctores. Roberto es abogado. Roberto is a lawyer. Roberto es abogado. ¿Eres tu ingeniero? Are you an engineer? ¿Eres tu ingeniero? A quick note here. In Spanish, the use of the article un or una, a or an, before a profession can vary depending on whether the profession is modified by an adjective or not. Let's see an example for this. When talking about someone's profession or occupation in a general sense, without modifying it with an adjective, Spanish does not use the article un or una in front of the profession. For example, José es estudiante. José is a student. Here, estudiante is unmodified, so there is no article. But when we talk about a profession is modified by an adjective or a descriptive phrase, Spanish does use the article un or una. For example, José es un estudiante fantástico. José is a fantastic student. Here, estudiante is modified by an adjective, fantástico, so the article un is needed. Alright, let's move on to the point of origin. In these examples, de means from. ¿De dónde es usted? Where are you from? Singular. ¿De dónde es usted? ¿De dónde son ustedes? Where are you from? In plural form. ¿De dónde son ustedes? Yo soy de Nueva York. I'm from New York. Yo soy de Nueva York. ¿De dónde es ella? Where is she from? ¿De dónde es ella? Somos de Italia. We are from Italy. Somos de Italia. Ellos son de los Estados Unidos. They are from the United States. Ellos son de los Estados Unidos. El vino es de Portugal. The wine is from Portugal. El vino es de Portugal. La cerveza es de México. The beer is from Mexico. La cerveza es de México. El café es de Brasil. The coffee is from Brazil. El café es de Brasil. In common English usage, we often end a sentence with a preposition, for example, where are you from? This never occurs in Spanish. The preposition cannot ever end the sentence, so the preposition in this case, de, is placed in front of the interrogative word donde. For example, ¿de dónde es usted? Alright, let's move on for identification. Identification specifies characteristics such as relationship, nationality, race, or religion. So let's see the example. Somos amigos. We are friends. Somos amigos. José y Eduardo son hermanos. José and Eduardo are brothers. José y Eduardo son hermanos. Pablo es español. Pablo is Spanish. Pablo es español. ¿Eres tú cubano? Are you Cuban? ¿Eres tú cubano? Ella es católica. She is Catholic. Ella es católica. Alright, let's see some examples for material. De here means of. For example, la mesa es de madera. The table is of wood. So is a wooden table. La mesa es de madera. La bolsa es de plástico. The bag is of plastic. So is a plastic bag. La bolsa es de plástico. Los zapatos son de cuero. The shoes are of leather. Los zapatos son de cuero. Las ventanas son de vidrio. The windows are of glass. Las ventanas son de vidrio. La casa es de piedra. The house is made of stone. Our house is of stone. La casa es de piedra. Alright, let's see some examples for possession or ownership. De here means of. La muñeca es de la niña. Is the child's doll. The doll is of the child. La muñeca es de la niña. Los amigos son de María. They are Maria's friend. Los amigos son de María. La idea es de Pedro. The idea is Pedro's. Or the idea is of Pedro. La idea es de Pedro. El barco es de hombre rico. The boat belongs to the rich man. The boat is of the rich man. El barco es del hombre rico. Los perros son del muchacho. The dogs belong to the boy. Los perros son del muchacho. Los gatos son del niño. The cats belong to the child. Los gatos son del niño. El carro es de los amigos. The car belongs to the friends. El carro es de los amigos. A quick note here. The contraction of de and el, in English is of and di, changes to del. There are only two contractions in the Spanish language. Del is one of them. Use de to express possession or ownership, but when de is followed by the masculine el, the word contracts to del, meaning of di. Quick word about possessives. You can see the translation above are not exact. So there is no apostrophe in Spanish, so when you think of Pedro's idea, for example in Spanish, the structure is la idea es de Pedro. The idea is of Pedro. Make sure you understand this concept and use whichever English translation seems clearest to you. Alright, let's move on to the last concept, where an event takes place. The equivalent English translation is take or takes place. La fiesta es en la casa de José. The party takes place in José's house. Or the party is in José's house. La fiesta es en la casa de José. El concierto es en el club. The concert takes place in a club, or the concert is in the club. El concierto es en el club. La protesta es en la capital. The protest takes place in a capital, or the protest is in the capital. La protesta es en la capital. Alright, now that you learned the conjugation and how to use the verb ser, you're ready to start talking about yourself, others, and even the world around you in Spanish. Remember, practice makes perfect, so keep using ser in sentences to describe people, things, and events in your daily life. Keep reviewing the conjugation and try using them in different contexts to make them feel more natural. Keep up the great work, and I will see you in the next lesson.